Hello, this is Daniel Mart, and today I'm going to be reviewing The Wizard of Oz. This is the 75th anniversary edition, the metal pack. I got this off Big Block Blu-rays contest. I think it was like 150 contest or something like that. But I forget. And yeah, it's a metal pack. So first off, thank you, man. I enjoyed the movie, and this is you're gonna see, and for those who are watching this review, you're gonna see why I enjoyed the movie. So yeah, this movie stars Judy Garland, Frank Morgan, Ray Bolger, Burt Laher, Jack Haley, Billy Burke, Margaret Hamilton, and Terry as Toto. Dog who plays Toto is called Terry. Before I begin, on this review, before I begin on this review, 10-second spoiler warning as usual. Even though this movie has been out for 75 years, who knows? Maybe there's someone out there who hasn't seen it yet. So, stop this video, and go check it out, and then come back here and watch the rest of this review. So yeah, 10-second spoiler warning as usual, starting now. Okay, so 10 seconds are up. So for those who have yet to watch The Wizard of Oz and haven't already, please don't comment down below or be messaging me that never gave you a fair warning, because as usual I did. So The Wizard of Oz, what did I think of it? As usual, quick synopsis, likes and dislikes, and then the rates. So basically you have Dorothy and her dog Toto, and they're basically she basically tries to run away from home and runs into this professor, this like professor type of, like a professor, who works at a carnival sort of, or like in a circus. Um, they call him Professor Marvel, and he's more like the ringleader. You guys know what I mean? And yeah, basically this guy convinces Dorothy to don't run away, because even though there is much misfortune in life, there's even like we still find the good things within it. So she's like, okay. And when she tries to return, um um a tornado hits her basically, and she hides in the house, and she is transported, or she dreams she is being transported into Oz. And basically after that, it's really just her trying to get to the Wizard of Oz, and try to go back to Kansas, right? It's Kansas, right? Yeah, I don't think we're in Kansas anymore. Um, she's basically trying to go back to Kansas, and she basically meets the Scarecrow, the Tin Man, and the Cowardly Lion in that order. And overall, it's a good movie. It's a good family movie. And yeah, now first off, this is one of the first movies to have used Technicolor, I believe it's what it is. And they do a very good job for the time. The special effects, they're for the most part still pretty believable if you ask me. I mean, I do realize that special effects have evolved from the time, but even though the special effects aren't to what we're used to, there's you can obviously tell sometimes it's a green screen or practical effects. It's still pretty good if you ask me for what they're trying to do. And the effects, I'm not really gonna complain on a lot on them, because really, the only really thing I could complain on them is that I could obviously tell that's green screen. But even after that, though, effects are still great, and they're almost practically timeless, if you ask me. So that's one thing I really do like about it. Um, there's this is kind of like a musical to an extent. This is a musical because there are a bunch of songs. For example, the Wonderful Wizard of Oz. There's a bunch of songs like such as the Wonderful Wizard of Oz, and there's like 5 or 6 songs, but I just can't think of them right now. Um, Whatever. It is a good musical, I guess you could say. It is, the music is very well done and very well sung, I guess you could say. One Over the Rainbow, that was a good song too in the beginning. So, it does have some good music. And, it does have a lot of foreshadowing throughout the film, which is actually very good and interesting, because when you look at many films back then, you do see foreshadowing, but it's not usually done as subtle as it was with this movie, if you ask me. So that's another thing to enjoy about this movie. And overall, the acting, it was great. It did kind of get a bit, it was kind of a bit weird at times, but it was just maybe for a few seconds and for a few scenes. But overall, the acting was still great. The writing was very great. The music was great. The special effects are practically timeless, if you ask me. Um, overall, it's all pretty great. And yeah, this movie's amazing. Really, any complaints I could think of, we are just really small details, small stupid details, just really nitpicking. And overall, it's a great movie. And yeah, and I know it's based off on like a children's book series or something like that. I forget who writes it though. Who writes the book series, the children's book series? Who was it? It was L. Frank Baum. Baum. He has a weird last name. Baun. But whatever, yeah, I had it right here. Oh, Frank Baum. I guess I don't know how many books this movie interprets. I don't know if it's the whole series or like a few of the books, but it is very well done if you ask me. Overall, it's a pretty great movie. As I said before, any complaints I have about it is just really small, stupid details. Um, just really nitpicking. And overall, on a scale of 1 to 10, 1 being the worst, 10 being the best, and 6 being decent, I have to give this a perfect score, 10 out of 10. So, yeah, it's a great movie. Thanks again, Big Block Blu-ray, for sending it to me. I did enjoy it, as you can tell from this review. And yeah, that's basically it for this video. Subscribe if you're not already subscribed. I do movie reviews, TV show reviews, and comic book reviews, so definitely do stay tuned for that. Besides that, comment down below on your thoughts on the movie if you've seen it, and if not, why not? And if you have, what are your thoughts? Comment that all down below. Let me know. Besides that, like this video, share on Facebook, Twitter, MySpace, or whatever you guys prefer. And that's basically it for now. This is Daniel Mart signing off.